Hi guys, welcome in. If you're new, welcome back. If you've been here before, I give you all a warm welcome, and I want you to know that I am very, very blessed and honored and happy that you have stopped by my channel. Today is Thursday, May 16th when I'm recording this, but anytime if the title catches your eye, then there's probably a message in here for you or some information that you will need or that you can pass on to somebody. Mother Mary spray is the one that I used for my aura before I did a quick meditation on this. I get my aura sprays from Angelic Celestial Colors. She's working on a King Arthur spray, and I'm going to be the first in line. Well, I'd like to be. I probably won't be the first, but I really want that spray. I'm super attracted to anything medieval or anything to do with King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I always have been. All right, so let's get to it. First of all, I want to say this is a general reading, but this isn't a sign reading. I haven't been really called to do zodiac sign readings. If you want me to do a reading for your sign, I'm more than happy to, but a lot of those don't get very many views. It's like some of them have 4 views. It's like I want to put out the things that will help my viewers, the things that they want to listen to, and how the things that will best uplift humanity. Now, the subject that we're on today, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be yet, but I have had on my notebook, it was given to me, I think it was a couple weeks ago, loneliness. That has been, it's up at the top of the page circled because every time I would start to think, okay, I'll do that, it wasn't the right time. And then today, I wanted to do a reading, and they just told me before I came in the room, do the loneliness reading. So I have no idea what's going to come out about this, but I think that everyone on this planet has been lonely at some point in time, right? So everybody should be able to relate, and hopefully if you are not in loneliness anymore, you can help another person get out of that, right? Just by being a friend or just by saying a kind word. I mean, I say things like this and it feels redundant, and I hope you guys don't think of it that way, but I can only give you what Spirit gives me, right? So, we're going to do this, and if it's posted, if you're seeing it, then you know I posted it. Because even though I listen to my guides and I do what I'm led to do by them, sometimes I have trepidation about a subject that I'm going to do. I had it with the money video. I was like, are you sure you want me to do a reading on? Anyway, and I'm having the same thing now. I'm thinking, are people going to be turned off? They don't want to hear about this. But I have to do what my guides lead me to do. I do have some good news. I did send off the paperwork and the check to get my LLC up and running so that I can move ahead with hopefully soon being able to offer one-to-one readings for now. Tomorrow I have another practice BQH session with somebody that was very nice and volunteered for me to do that. But I'm not ready to offer that yet. I want to get more practice under my belt, even though the last person that I did the practice on said, you don't need to practice, you're ready to go. I need to feel confident about it. So anyway, okay. I was guided to use this Wisdom of the Oracle deck for some overview cards for loneliness. So let's see what we get. Loneliness, that's the topic of conversation. Serendipity, okay. So, loneliness. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Mother Mary she has been really super prominent in a lot of my readings lately for some reason. I mean, it's fine. I love it. I'm honored and blessed and thankful and grateful and awestruck whenever these things happen, that these guides want to work through me. I'm just, amazed. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else coming out of this deck This deck is a little big and chunky, so it's a little bit harder for me to shuffle with my mini hands. But let's go around a couple times. Usually I can feel when the deck sort of goes quiet. Usually I know if there's not another card that wants to come out or that they want to bring out. See? Mending. Makes perfect sense. We're talking about loneliness. Okay. So the first card to come out is an 18. That's a 9. That's accomplishment. This is a 4-leaf clover with like a girl or a woman reaching up toward the 4-leaf clover. And again, I want to give my granddaughter credit that you will be able to see these cards correctly because she helped me fix that problem. Okay, so we're talking about loneliness, and we have the card of serendipity. It is a beautiful card, right? So the essential meanings: opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. Oops, sorry. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. And what they're telling me, or she's Mother Mary, and I don't know if it's her, who it is, the collective group of guides that I work with, this may be the time that you are going to notice that someone is lonely and you need to reach out, okay? Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Yes, when we're happy and we're kind and we're peaceful and we're loving, we affect other people just by having those feelings within ourselves, okay? Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so much. So what they're giving me is, for some of you, you're feeling in loneliness and you just don't realize that right around the corner is some serendipitous thing that is going to happen or that can happen, but you have to be awake and ready to receive it. That's what one of the messages said, right? Opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, right? So you can't explain everything away. You know, when I'm walking down the street, well, for an example, I was out in my yard and I saw this turkey feather. It's not a big one. It's not as pretty as some of the others, but I was not about to walk by that because I said that is a gift. I will take that gift and I thank the turkey who dropped it there. So what does that mean in the grand scheme of things? I don't know, but I let myself be happy about it. You know, I let myself accept that as a gift. Okay, and sometimes that's all we have to do is be ready and be accepting. Okay, I don't know how all this is going to tie in with loneliness, but we're going to find out together. Okay, 52 is a 7, is reflection, reflecting on some stuff. Mending, I know this is about relationships. Mending. The essential meaning is forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments, right? The oracle's message is, each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others, to set yourself free. So some of us may be in loneliness because of situation that we had something to do with, right? Not everybody is lonely because of that. And not everybody watching this is somebody who's lonely right now at this point in time. But if you can think back to a time when you were lonely and keep your eyes open to be of service to humanity of who you can help if that's how they're feeling, right? Now, if there are things in your family or friends or coworkers that you need to mend, does someone else feel lonely because you've closed the door because there was some sort of an argument or misunderstanding? That's another example that Spirit is giving me, is that our actions can also make another person feel lonely or out in the cold, right? And we don't want to do that. We want to, yes, we have arguments and we have disagreements and all of that, but just letting it go on and on is not good. Something happened to me recently, back at the beginning of April. That was very hard for me, where somebody kind of closed the door and left me out in the cold. And yes, it was a very bad feeling. Every time I thought about that person, I was upset. But you know what? I didn't give up. I called and left messages. I didn't do it overly too much. I gave a little space. I waited a couple weeks, left a message, waited a couple days, left another message, waited another week, and called, and that person answered. Now, when that person answered the phone, they weren't all, ecstatic that I was calling. I had to, before I called that time, I asked my guides and I prayed that I would get the right words, that I would know what to say, because even though that person may never admit that they were lonely without contact with me, they probably were. And I know I was lonely about that relationship, about not having that relationship, okay? Gosh, this is hard to explain, guys. So, I just prayed about it, and it did get mended, thank goodness. But, there have been other things in my life that never were mended. You'll know if it's the right thing, okay? So if you're feeling lonely because you are missing a friend, a sister, a brother, mother, father, whoever it is, if you're feeling lonely about that, you can take the first step, right? Okay, that's the second time that two cards, oh boy, Nostalgia and the Sun. Didn't we just have those two cards in a recent reading? I feel like we did. Let me shuffle these up again. You saw me shuffle them. It's not possible that they just... Oh my gosh, now I can't even get the deck together. You guys must think I'm a piece of work. I am, right? Okay. Any other cards? And I'm hearing right now, see, so much is coming in now. I'm getting flooded. So I got to stop and go over these cards before I go on because they're already giving me messages. All right. Six of Cups is nostalgia, right? That's remembering something that is in the past, either your childhood or a relationship or something that you had. Sixes are typically harmony. And it's okay to remember things from the past, but you could be making the situation lonely for yourself by staying too much in the past and wishing that it was a different way, right? That is going to make you lonely because you're constantly going to be living in the past, so to speak, right? That's going to cause you to be lonely now in this moment, okay? So we can think fondly about things. We don't want to stay there and constantly wish that we were there because that's not going to be good. So we can sometimes make ourselves lonely. And before I met my husband, there was somebody years ago, a long time ago, and I thought about him for 17 years. For 17 years, I kept thinking, he was my soulmate, and I'm probably not going to meet anybody like him again. And I was in a couple of bad relationships because I just didn't think it was possible for me to be as happy as I was with that person. So I created my own problems by having that mindset, right? Once I got out of that mindset and I met my husband now, Jeff, it It took me by surprise. And I said, wow, I never thought I would meet anyone that could make me forget him. But anyway, I was my own roadblock in that situation. So we don't want to do that, right? Remember fondly, but be able to move on and live now, today. And then the sun. Okay? The sun is a beautiful card of... It can be a card of hope, of happiness and all that. But really what the sun card is in this deck is you are content with things the way they are, even though they may not be 100% the way you want them. Hopefully that makes sense to you. That's pretty much... They just drew my attention to the bottom of the deck and look what's there. The Tower. The Tower. Tower moment. This is something happening that is going to shake things up and change things. That's exactly what we need to get out of loneliness or to help somebody else get out of loneliness, right? We need to shake it up. We need to stop living in the past if that's the situation. We need to get up off the couch. We need to get out. Get out in nature, go pick some flowers, go look at some bumblebees pollinating, whatever it takes. Take that first step toward feeling better if you are feeling lonely. Because you are the only person that can do that, right? Somebody can come along and give you a hug and hold your hand and give you a word of encouragement, but you also have to take some action and take that first step. King of Cups, that's the leader of emotions. Six of Swords, that's a victory. That's a small victory and you being celebrated. Sometimes people are lonely right in their own relationships because they're overlooking the good things that can be in those relationships. Nine of Wands. Okay. So, all right, Spirit, help us interpret this and help us understand what this means for our loneliness reading. King of Cups. Okay, as I said, this is a very emotional, soft, masculine energy, this King of Cups. Cups are emotion. So there could be a masculine person that you can lean on. And another thing they're giving me is if you're lonely, don't keep it to yourself. Tell someone, right? Say, you know what? I'm kind of lonely. Can we go out to lunch today? Can you come over? Can I come over? Can we go to a movie? Whatever it is. Don't stay in loneliness and not take a step, okay? With everything that's available to us, like, I can't imagine this, and I hope that none of my watchers are in a predicament where there's no one they can call, because that would make me very sad. But if you're in that kind of a predicament, watch a happy movie, right? Go on Netflix or even YouTube. YouTube has lots of free movies. I've found some pretty good ones on there myself. Watch something uplifting to kind of get you out of that feeling, right? Because every moment things can change. Literally, every moment, every choice you make, every decision, every thought you think, everything can change what's going to happen next, right? So the Six of Wands, we have another six. Remember harmony, okay? Wands are action. This person is being celebrated for something they've done. This person on this horse, all these people around, yay, they've got the flags, they've got the wands. He's got his wand there. And so victory. All of us can have victory over loneliness, but we can also help another person out of that, right? A kind word, a phone call, a text message. If you know somebody that you think is lonely and they're just giving me... We did have a friend that was an acquaintance, and I talked about this on another video, named Karen. She lived by herself. She was a retired veteran. She did watch this channel, but she did live close to us. She actually hired my husband in our other business, our home repair business, to do a couple jobs. And he did stop in there just to talk to her and check on her because she indicated to him that she was lonely. So we tried to do something about it. I offered to give her a ride to a doctor's appointment so she didn't have to ask the cashier at the grocery store, which is what she was going to do. I said, no, I'll do it. So we weren't friends, so to speak. We were acquaintances, but my empathy and the way that I am, I was like, no, I don't, I wouldn't want my mother, my sister, or anybody that I know to have to ask a cashier at the grocery store to bring them to a doctor's appointment. So I'll do it. So these are examples of things that we can do if you know somebody that's struggling, right? She did pass away in her sleep. But before that, as I said, my husband had stopped by to say hi. She really liked him and got along well with him. And we did what we could. And she passed away in her sleep. It was no foul play. There was nothing found about that. But I'm just saying, hopefully we were able to brighten her days and give her hope and make her feel good and make her feel like she mattered. Okay, so there's an example where that isn't a family member of mine at all. But if I could do something, then I did it. And, okay, 9 of Wands. This is accomplishment, right? This is getting something done. This is putting that last thing in the ground, closing the book, closing the chapter, getting finished. So they're giving me right now, close the chapter on loneliness. You don't have to be lonely, and we can reach out and help others not be lonely. I have no idea why I'm doing this reading. I really don't. It's unfolding in front of me like it is in front of you all. But it's been, like I said, I showed you, it's been on my book. It's been at least 2 weeks since I wrote that. And now was the time to do it. So the Tower is when something happens to either change our belief system, which this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that this reading hoping that it gives you hope, right? Hope. That you can turn things around, right? Remember, serendipity, be ready. Remember the mending, right? What do you need to do, right? What can you do? Is there a situation that you can mend? If there is, then go out and do it. Okay? And sometimes we don't understand why somebody is lonely. We might see like they're giving me the example of Robin Williams. I don't know why, but this is what's coming. Robin Williams, he ended up taking his own life, and he was, depressed. And it's hard to think of somebody like him as having depression and loneliness, but we don't know why people are in that predicament. We don't know what thoughts are going through their head. We're sitting there in disbelief. When something happens like that with Robin Williams, or who's another one? Heath Ledger, right? Whitney Houston, people that, intentionally took their own lives. We sit there and go, what the hell? Like they had everything. We don't know that, right? We can't judge another situation because we just don't know. We don't know what's really going on in their minds, in their hearts, in their souls. All I can tell you is if you feel that somebody is lonely, then you're probably right. And you don't walk up to somebody and say, hey, are you lonely? What can I do for you? Obviously, you guys know that. But just figure out a way to do it. Leave, if you have a coworker and you know that they're lonely or they're always alone or now they're giving me so many examples. It's crazy. I guess I was meant to do this reading. When I think it was in 5th grade, there was a kid that was picked on all the time. His name was Scott. And I befriended him because I felt bad for him and I just didn't want him to come to school and not have any friends. Then the other kids started making fun of me and saying, you love Scott and this and that. And, and then my mother went and told the teacher that, and I was like, don't do that, and Mom went and talked to the teacher, and the teacher gave some sort of, not a lecture because we're in 5th grade, but she talked about it, and I don't know, it blew over. But anyway, I would like to think that meant something to him, and I remember he was being raised by his grandparents. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I think they moved after, because I don't remember seeing him after 5th grade. So he was there for 5th grade, or maybe he went back with his parents. I don't know. But I would like to think that my gesture of being friendly to him, of walking to school with him, made a difference. I don't know. Sometimes the things that we do, we never know if it makes a difference. All we can do is go with our heart and do something nice if we feel it's needed. Okay, so these are probably all things that you guys know already, and I don't know, maybe you're thinking, why is she droning on and on about this? I don't know. I hope not. I hope that my messages don't, you know, rub you the wrong way. I really do. So loneliness has many facets, right? We might be the lonely one. Somebody else might be lonely. Maybe we don't even know who the lonely person is yet. But this reading is happening for a reason. I really feel that it is. I feel like some of you out there, or somebody is either going to run into a person, or it's going to come into your awareness that you can help somebody out of their being lonely. All right. That's the Saints and Mystics deck. And we have one we've never had before. Saint Martin Caballero. Number 12, which is 3, which is holy number, Holy Trinity. It's also creation and collaboration. Spiritual pilgrimage. And Saint Joseph, divine creation. This is a number 7. This is Jesus's earthly father, right? Okay. So let's see why these came out. Let's see why these came out. Let me get this book. Okay, so page 12. Spiritual pilgrimage. Saint Martin Caballero, the patron saint of charity. Feast day is November 11th. Oh boy, maybe I have. I don't think I've had this before. I don't know. Saint Martin Caballero was the son of a veteran officer born in Hungary during the 4th century. Martin grew up in Pavia, Italy, and at 15 years of age, he joined the Roman army and lived most of his adult life within regions of France, where he was later appointed head soldier for the imperial cavalry. A legend tells that before a winter battle, he encountered a lonely beggar huddled alongside the road. Spirit makes no mistakes, guys, I'm telling you. That's why I trust my guides. That's why I trust Spirit. Okay. A legend tells that before a winter battle, he encountered a lonely beggar huddled alongside the road. Immediately, Martin took off his own cloak, cut it in half with his sword, and gave half to the beggar to keep. After this encounter, Martin experienced a psychic vision where he saw Jesus himself wearing the exact half of the cloak he gave away. Telling angels of kindness, Martin showed by telling angels of kindness, Martin showed by clothing him with his cloak. Martin renounced his service within the army, and he was charged for cowardice and jailed. The battle he was due to fight in never eventuated, and Martin was eventually released from jail and his military service. Today, Martin is also well known as the Bishop of Tours, and his shrine in France is a famous stopping point for pilgrims walking the road to Santiago of Galicia in northwestern Spain. Excuse me. Okay. Emotionally, Saint Martin Caballero breaks down any barriers around the heart and teaches us to open up to accepting the kindness and unexpected help of strangers in the universe. Oh, I mean, I'm in awe when Spirit does this. I don't know why. I'm in awe every time. I should be used to it by now. The invocation is, as I walk upon this path of life, Saint Martin guides my soul to light. So, perfect example. This was a serendipitous thing, right? That happened. Serendipity. He happened to be walking along the road, and that beggar, it was serendipity that brought them together because he gave the beggar half of his cloak, right? Yeah. And who knows how that affected that beggar? Just that he did that. The lonely beggar probably didn't feel lonely. I'm hearing the lonely beggar felt lonely no more. Of course, we see later that was entertaining angels unawares because that beggar was Jesus. If we look at the story, how it was told, that Jesus appeared to him wearing half of the cloak. And in the Bible, it does say that we're not to ignore those things because we could be entertaining angels unaware, meaning we're not aware that is an angel, that is Jesus, or that is, whoever. Okay, Saint Joseph, divine creation, patron saint of fathers and the divine masculine, feast day, March 19th. Of all the saints, Saint Joseph is arguably one of the most favorable, beloved, and honored. Joseph's exceptional and admirable qualities include his divine virtues of surrender, steadfastness, and his non-judgmental nature. Jesus' message was all about not judging others, right? So they're stopping me here. So we can get judgy when we hear those stories of rich and famous people who commit, who take their own life. But we need to stop doing that. We could be judgy of a person, a coworker that's lonely. Maybe we're sitting there saying, well, they deserve it because she's a B or he's a jerk or whatever, so they deserve it. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Let me just say right now. Now, I'm not saying that everybody needs to go out and put themselves in a place where it would be hurtful to them. But I am saying that where you can make a difference, please make one. Loneliness is difficult. Difficult. Okay? All right. Christian scripture places Joseph as the partner to the Blessed Virgin Mary and the mortal father of Jesus, who he helped raise and care for. A loving father, supportive partner, and hard worker, Joseph is heralded as the icon of divine masculinity, both loving and strong in all forms. He was a skillful man of great inner knowledge and heart. So I'm trying to get, what is it that you want to say about masculinity? So what they're giving me is a lot of times masculine, it could be men, but also we women, everybody has masculine and feminine. When we get too much in our masculine side, we're kind of tamping down that heart side, that empathetic, that sympathetic side of us, and we need to be able to keep that in balance, right? So when we know that there's somebody who's lonely or who may be lonely, and you know what? It's not going to hurt anything to do an act of kindness. If the person isn't lonely, then, oh well, you just did something nice for them. But, I don't know. It could be as much as buying somebody a coffee or inviting them out for a drink after dinner, after work, or asking them to have coffee with you on a Saturday morning. It's just, something. You never know. This could turn into a blossoming friendship. Or if you're lonely, walk up to somebody in the office and ask them. Say, hey, I'm going to such and such, would you like to come have a cup of coffee with me? Or do you play cribbage? Or I know that's a New England thing, but I don't know. There's ways of getting out of it. Don't let yourself be lonely. Don't let others be lonely. 32:32 on the camera clock. All right. So emotionally, Saint Joseph teaches us to realize our life and our purpose, comforting you with knowledge of your own meaning in the world, and the courage to grow and succeed. Where there is a door shut, Joseph will build you a ladder to get through the window. Okay? So either way, if you're the lonely person, Saint Joseph will help you out of that. If you are a person who knows of somebody who's lonely but you're not sure what to do, Saint Joseph will show you the way. Okay? Wow, Spirit. Thank you so much for that. And let's not get too much in our masculine side, so that we're not feeling those feelings of kindness and loving, right? All right, so let's see. We had serendipity, be ready for something to happen, be ready to receive, right? The mending card, reach out. You can be the first one to reach out. Don't be stubborn, right? Reach out with the olive branch, okay? And then we have nostalgia. Remember, don't wish that things were the way they used to be. Look back with a loving memory, but be in today, in the now, right? And then the sun card, being content with things, even though they may not be 100% perfect, right? As an example, maybe you have one or two good friends and you wish you had 10. No, be appreciative and comfortable of what you do have. And if you want more friends, go out and make some. I don't know. Join a club. Start going places where there are more people. And then that tower moment, right? Where right now, today, the tower card in this reading is, we're going to stop loneliness in its tracks. Ours or somebody that we know, okay? I feel, like I said, that people, whoever is watching this, you're going to get a realization of somebody that's in loneliness if it isn't you. And this is going to come into your path, and you're going to call on yourself or remember this reading or what was said, what spirit said, I don't know. But I just have that feeling. King of Cups is that super soft, emotional leader. That's masculine energy, right? A lot of masculine energy in these cards, actually. Masculine, 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 masculine. So men don't often go around saying, wow, I'm lonely. Excuse me. So spirit is giving me that also. Like, just because they're a man doesn't mean they're not lonely, right? So remember that, and be that leader. Lead with emotion, lead with your heart, lead with kindness, okay? Like that King of Cups. 6 of Wands, you're going to have victory over your own loneliness if you are the one that's in loneliness, right? People are going to be happy for you and celebrate when you finally say yes. Like, another thing they're giving me is that there are some people, friends, coworkers, whoever, family members, who keep inviting you to do something, and you always say no because you just don't feel like it or don't feel up to it, or maybe there is some mild depression. When you say yes, you're going to make them happy. They want you there. People don't invite you places just for the hell of it. They're inviting you because they want your company, all right? And then that 9 of Wands, we're getting done with loneliness. This is what these two cards are in this reading. We are banishing loneliness, right? We are banishing the belief of it. We are letting go of it. We are planting that last wand in the ground, and we're like, loneliness no more for you or for someone you know. And then we're going to call on St. Martin Cavallero when we can help another, like he did the lonely beggar. We're going to call on St. Joseph's energy to show us how we can help the person, whoever that person is that's lonely, right? All right. My new Wizard of Oz and Journey to Oz and Wonderland deck. They're letting me pull a card. I mean, they did it the last time too, because I haven't done. I've only done one full reading with this deck, and I just love it so much. It was my Mother's Day gift for my daughter and granddaughter. But they're allowing me to go ahead and they'll show me the card that they want from this deck, and we'll see what it says, and if they are going to want something from any other decks. Where are we at? 37 minutes. Okay. Lately, my readings have been going over 40 minutes, but that's okay. I'm going to get the message out. Once I'm able to offer private readings, I'm not going to be setting timers on people. All right. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, these cards are so beautiful. Okay, Spirit, Mother Mary, loneliness. What is the card from this beautiful deck that can show us something about loneliness, how to conquer it, how to help another? What is the card from this deck? Okay, wow. 2 of Swords. It's a choice. Anything? Yep. The Empress. Anything else from this deck? Oh my gosh. Okay, really? Yes. Okay. Few cards. Wow, that's 5. That's almost another whole reading. Anything else? Nope. Okay. All right, let me get these in order. Let's see. All right, and I'm going to definitely need the book. I don't have these cards memorized. I know the base meanings of the tarot, but these cards have some other meanings in them, and I don't want to miss anything, and I want to honor the person who channeled these meanings. Okay, 2 of Swords, Tugly Wood. I think that's the Cheshire Cat, right? Cheshire Cat. Wasn't he the one that he knows something? I can't remember the whole story of this. But 2 of Swords is a choice, right? 2 of Swords is a choice card. All right, and then we have... Let me see if I can move some. I'm going to cover my sign. You guys know that it's North Star Energy Healing. Okay. 2 of Swords, the Empress. Ozma of Oz. This is from the books of the Wizard of Oz. If you haven't read the books, then, you know, the books are a little different than the movie, and they have a lot more information. So Ozma of Oz. the Six of Wands, which we already had, so this is a repeat card. Six of Wands twice. This is victory and celebration for something that you've done. Whoops, and we said that had to do with conquering loneliness or getting, and I'll show you the cards more in a minute. And this is the Seven of Cups, the Gnome King's Ornaments. Seven of Cups is many, many choices. It's an emotional card. Sometimes it's being overwhelmed with emotion, right? Too many choices. And then the Six of Cups, the Lobster Quadrille. This must be, I don't know if this is from Alice in Wonderland or Oz, if somebody knows. So lobsters, I'm from Maine. Lobsters are really popular here. So a lot of cups, right? Cups, swords, wands, 2 cups, and we had cups in the other one. All right, now we're going to take the book and look at this. I apologize, this is long, but I just have the feeling that this is important. And I hope that I trust my guides. They never steer me wrong. Okay. The Two of Swords. Indecision, crossroads, uncertainty, stagnation, trust, intellect, focus, and resolve, right? So the message is, navigating the maze-like expanse of Tugley Wood, Alice finds herself at a crossroads with the elusive Cheshire Cat. That's what I thought. Offering riddles more than answers. Oh, yeah, right? Her dilemma mirrors the Two of Swords, signifying a moment of pause amidst choices. In this stillness, the message is clear. Shut out the noise, find your inner compass, and trust its guidance. Even in the face of ambiguity, delve deep within, aligning thoughts and emotions to illuminate the path forward. This is for the lonely and the people who can help a lonely person, right? Tune into your gut. Very important. Always important, right? Make that decision, but shut out the noise. How do you feel? You can tune in and feel other people's energy. Like if it's a coworker or a family member, you just get the feeling that they need something or they need a call, listen to your gut, okay? All right. The Empress. I don't want to belabor anything. I'm trying not to do that. This is, oh my gosh, I can't, is it 3? It could be the same number as the other deck, but I don't really know. I haven't delved into it. This book is so gorgeous too. All of the cards, depictions in the book are in color because this is a first edition numbered copy of this deck. I'm so lucky to have it. Okay. Keywords: birth of a new cycle, fertility, creativity, abundance, love, nurturing, and fruition. Yes, that's what we want to do. Okay. The message is, Ozma reminds us that nurturing and fostering individual creativity brings freedom and growth. Her energy mirrors nature's beauty and abundance, symbolizing a deep connection to the Earth's cycles. Her presence signifies peace and love. 2 of my favorite things, right? Peace, kindness, and love. So this is reminding us, come from a place of love. Even if the person that you think is lonely is difficult, and I don't know why this is so important, but they keep coming back to that. They keep coming back to, it's as if the guides are making me feel like I'm seeing a difficult person that I know is lonely, but I just can't figure out how I could help, or I'm afraid to help, or I don't even want to help if I want to be truthful. That's the feeling they're giving me. But they're saying, get over that and just do some. You can do something nice anonymously, they're saying. If this is a coworker that is lonely, you can, when they're not there, you can slip something onto their desk, right? Something like that. I don't know why they're giving me these examples, but I really wish that somebody would comment and let me know, how does this apply? Does this mean something? I hope it does. Okay. The Six of Wands is next, and this is the second time we've had this small victory. And keywords: victory, pride, recognition, fame, glory, confidence, self-assurance, persistence, determination, hard work, and reward. That's what you will get when you push through, right? Push through those feelings of loneliness if this is you, okay? Push through. You will get through. Tomorrow is another day. The next minute is a new beginning. Every moment is a new beginning. All right. Amidst the Emerald City's radiant glow, Dorothy's conquest echoes as a legendary tale of valor. From a lost girl to a beacon outshining even the great Oz, her journey sings of bravery and unexpected heroism. This can be you also, if you are the one that is going to be the hero to that lonely person. Okay, I'm reading the cards and giving what Spirit is giving me. The Six of Wands heralds triumphant recognition, urging you to embrace challenges as stepping stones to your own epic story. Beyond the world's applause, the true triumph lies in the soul's resilience, shaped and tested by life's trials. So whether you are the lonely or you are the one that's going to help somebody lonely, that Six of Wands applies, right? Both of those ways. Sorry, I have the front, not this window open, but a window in the next room over, and somebody just went by on a loud motorcycle. Whenever those loud noises happen, I feel like it's putting an exclamation point on whatever I just said. Okay. All right. Seven of Cups, the Gnome King's ornaments. This is what I said was it's a lot of choices, a lot of different things, and a lot of emotions. So let's see. Choice, possibilities, exploration, discernment, opportunities, confusion, illusion, distractions, scattered energy, grounding, and clarity. Yes. So sometimes when we're in this, we're full of emotions, and it can, sometimes when we have so much going on, we retreat and we kind of cause our own loneliness because we're like, oh my God, it's too chaotic. I want to take a nap. Naps aren't bad, but I'm just saying that sometimes when this is going on and there's too much chaos and too many choices, we can pull our head into the turtle shell or stick our head in the sand like an ostrich, right? But we need to make choices in order to keep moving forward, right? So that's what they're giving me for this. All right, let's see. In the Gnome King's lair, Dorothy faces a daunting game of choice, with each ornament holding the potential fate of a dear friend. This pivotal moment mirrors the realm of options before you. Oh my gosh. The messages just come in right when I'm in the middle of reading, and then I have to stop. Okay. So let me see what I was saying. Each ornament holding the potential fate of a dear friend. What they're saying is that you could, and I'm getting goosebumps all up and down, tingly everywhere. We all can hold the fate of someone else's, I don't want to say not their life, but the day, that moment where we could choose to say something nice, do something kind, what have you, and it can change their whole outlook for the entire day, maybe the entire week, right? That's what they're giving me for that. This pivotal moment mirrors the realm of options before you. What are your options? Right? And I want to say, for those of you who watched when I did, I think it was the last video I did, where I was talking about how somebody in line in front of me paid for my my bagel at Dunkin' Donuts, but there was nobody behind me. But yesterday when I was at Dunkin', I was able to do it. So somebody was behind me and I'm like, aha, now I'm going to pay it forward. So I paid for their order. And it wasn't much. It was like $6.37 or something. But I just was thinking, oh, I hope that person got really happy when I did that. So we always have options about being kind, right? Okay, I'm sorry. Jeepers, creepers, the energy. Okay. The ornaments stand testament to your inherent talents, precision, and the power to transform dreams into reality. Harness this inner authority and magnetism, ensuring that every choice resonates with your authentic self. Again, they're saying that, like they said, the last one, it said with your soul, right? And now it's resonating with your authentic self. Whatever you do, what you feel like doing, do it. Leading you towards abundance and fulfillment, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. That deck is so gorgeous. The energy is really, you can probably tell. I started using that deck and my energy changed a little bit, right? Every deck has its own energy. Okay, and then we have the, that was the 7 of Cups, and now we have the 6 of Cups. Oh, that's another double. We have the 6 of Cups. So you have the 6 of Cups, whoever this reading is for, 6 of Cups twice, right? And the 7 of Wands twice. So remember that. 6 and 7 twice. Okay, so the 6 of Cups. The Lobster Quadrille. Nostalgia, happiness, joy, contentment, healing, forgiveness, and second chances. 50 minutes on the clock. 5, change. In the company of the Griffin and Mock Turtle, Alice learns of the enchanting Lobster Quadrille. A dance resonated with cherished memories and laughter from days gone by. The 6 of Cups channels this nostalgic magic, encouraging a harmonious dance with the past. Bask in the comforting embrace of yesterday. Let them inspire today and rekindle connections. Rekindle connections. Important there. As you cherish old bonds, remain receptive to the new. Exactly what we were talking about when we talked about that card earlier. And weave a tapestry rich in relationships and shared memories. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for all of this. Who knew that all this could be tied into loneliness and helping us see how we can help ourselves and others out of that feeling, out of that state of mind, out of that state of consciousness, right? Okay. All right. I usually finish with an animal spirit card from my animal oracle deck. This is to honor my guy Justin, who is a medieval type guy. He is my connection to the past lives, and his hawk Landau, who is my connection to the animals. Well, they're both kind of my connection to the animals. So they don't come out a lot during readings. We don't have a lot of readings that have to do with animals, but they're always around and they're always helping me. And I can see him right now walking through his meadow. So I usually pull an animal so that they're able to take part in my readings, because I want all my guides to know, I was going to say guards. I want all my guides to know how much I love and appreciate them and what they're doing for me by being there, right? So even if Justin or Landau don't have a direct message, they have a message through this deck. I should really get more animal decks so they can give more messages. All right. Okay, Justin, Landau, what's the card that you'd like me to end this reading on loneliness with? What's the card that you would like the people watching to see, hear, and know about? Wow, those flew. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take those. Hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer. We can all be that. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Exactly what we're talking about, right? Turning somebody's loneliness around, or turning our loneliness around by reaching out. Yes. And then polar bear, mystic. So we have miracles and mystic. Mystical, magical miracles can happen every day. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within, right? So when I said you can sense if somebody is lonely or if there's something to do for them or something you can do for them. Also, if you are feeling lonely, call on the hummingbird, call on the polar bear, call on Saint Joseph, right? And call on your guides to give you a way out. What can you do? What can you do right now? Can you get up and take a walk? Can you call a friend? Can you watch a happy movie? Let's all leave loneliness behind, right? We're leaving loneliness behind. Goodbye, loneliness. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give me a heart, give me a comment. Let me know how this resonated. And also, if there's something you want me to read on, just put the subject in the comment and I'll talk to my guides and see if we can do a reading on that subject. I'm more than happy for suggestions, okay? Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.